Welcoming you to the UEFA Champions League studios here at UBC. My name is Piro Tai. We'd like to welcome those who are watching us from across the country. You're watching us down in Tanzania. Thank you very much for being part of the show. Those in Kenya, those in South Sudan. We actually got a lot of messages from you guys down there asking whether we have the final. And indeed, we have the final, and it's just a couple of minutes away before we actually go down to the biggest showpiece of European football. My name is Peter Otai. I'd like to thank you very much for joining us. Now, on set today, I have two gentlemen and one lady. Let's actually go straight very quickly. She is the first ESCO lady representing Africa in the, I can say, the body of sportsmen and women, and she's called Rita Aliguma. How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you, Otai.
Very, very good. I know you're flying the flag very high. How does it
definitely.
Well, how does it feel being the only woman sitting amidst three men?
Well, it actually shows that women are actually now are yet to rule the whole world. So you better take note of that. You must have to be very careful with women that are coming up in the world of sport.
All right, that's Rita Aliguma here, and of course, in the middle there we have Magic FM's Tony Kenchaze. How are you?
Very fine, Sebo.
All right, how are you feeling? Looking very sharp today.
Well, I'm actually waiting to see whether superstition can take course or probably what is on ground and on paper will actually be taking center stage.
All right, and of course, your early morning host of Good Morning Uganda Sport, Ruben Chibirango. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Looking very different today.
Thank you. But for my worry is, as a Catholic, will the Pope die today? That is my worry.
And what happens if he dies today?
We might lose the Pope when Liverpool finally lifts his key.
I don't think if that will be coming in. Superstition, that whenever a prince marries and a pope dies, Liverpool go on to win the title. But let's wait and see anyway. All right, quickly, let's go down to business here. I begin with, of course, Tony Kenchaze very quickly before I go to Rita Aliguma. What are your expectations for today's final?
Well, I'm actually expecting lots of the eyes and the cameras on the two main men, Cristiano Ronaldo and Mo Salah for Team Real Madrid and Team Liverpool respectively. But chances are the cameras might so much be on those, whilst the real kind of impact might be on the men that are of such,
You talk about the coaches?
Impact. No, I'm actually looking at the likes of Firmino, I'm looking at the likes of Benzema, I'm looking at the likes of Asensio. So I'm looking at a scenario where the big stars might not necessarily shine today, but rather help the others shine.
Indeed.
That is on their respective team.
All right, just a couple of minutes away. Rita, your expectations for the match?
Well, definitely. In as much as, yes, of course, I'm a journalist, and I really would have, this is sport. But when you look at Liverpool taking on Real Madrid this time round, of course, in the UEFA Champions League final, I would really love to see Liverpool take the UEFA Champions Cup this time around. Of course, I know someone here does not really concur with me, and definitely, of course, Real Madrid goes into this as the favorites because they have won it so many times, 12 times, and definitely maybe they are looking at getting it the 13th time. But this time round, to avoid that, dominating the UEFA Champions League and all that, I wish I could see Liverpool take the title this time round.
All right, we're just a couple of minutes away, and hopefully Liverpool can go down. Let me bring in Chibirango. Your expectations for the match before we go to the actual analysis of this.
I will start with the final. Actually, it was in Istanbul, in Turkey.
Yes.
And when Liverpool beat Milan on penalties. I'll tell you, up to date, I've never believed that the final ended.
3 minutes of madness.
3 goals in the first half with Shevchenko, Kaka, with Pirlo, Ambrosini, Maldini on that pitch. Then it considered 3 goals in the second half. For me, I've never really understood how a team can come from 3 goals down to win the Champions League. Then 2007, at the final, that Milan won 2-1.
The replay now.
The Inzaghi, the blessed by Inzaghi. I was happy that maybe finally the revenge was on. But of course today, I think it's a different ball game. I expect Liverpool to attack, but of course, before we attack a team that is Madrid, the quality of the players at Madrid, you must be one of that, because I know Ronaldo can hurt you any day. Ask Juventus, Gigi Buffon will testify. And the volley, for me the volley, I've not seen it anywhere in the Champions League until I saw Ronaldo score that goal. So I think what I expect is I would love to see the title go back to Spain, but of course you never know. A game is a game. I one time saw Italy lose to South Korea in 2002. I didn't see that coming, but it happened. So maybe the underdog this time around, Liverpool, might take the day.
All right, the underdog could be Liverpool, and everybody actually, I think, is giving this to Real Madrid to go down and win this. But let's go down and talk a little bit of statistics. Of course, I begin with the lady, Rita Ariguma. 4-3-3, 4-3-3. Both teams seem to be going off for each other's neck in today's game.
Well, definitely that is, of course, that is what everyone expects both coaches to use. But if you look at, I think this is something that we're going to look at a competition between Salah and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's...
Well, Salah has been actually scoring for fun, and of course, Cristiano Ronaldo has been scoring a lot for fun.
Yeah.
If you look at his UEFA Champions League, I think about 121. But anyway, I strongly believe it is going to be between these two, and of course, like Kent said, that these bright stars or these top stars are actually going instead to make these other players to shine during this match.
All right. The lineups are already out, and they're currently moving at the bottom of your screen, and the Real Madrid lineup is the one that is currently running through, and of course the Liverpool lineup will also be coming through very, very shortly. And of course, having a look at Liverpool Football Club and Real Madrid, let's begin with the Real Madrid, Tony Kenchaze. What you expect from this lineup, really?
Well, from the look of things, I'm actually seeing the main man for me, the main man that was a star in England a few years ago, that is Gareth Bale, left on the bench.
Yeah.
I'm actually seeing Nacho left on the bench. When I see this kind of start, I'm seeing an element and you know, a kind of positioning of, let me keep a star or two on the bench. So when the game gets a little tight, I'll remove whoever it is, but still bring on a star.
So if you were the coach, would you have brought in Bale, or would you have gone with Karim Benzema? Because the issue today was, will Bale begin or will Karim Benzema begin? So if you were the coach,
actually, I would actually go with Benzema. Why? Benzema has pace. And Bale has pace, yes, but remember he's been out due to injury. So for the adaptability of the game, it takes some time for you to come back to the full potential that is expected of you. So with Benzema and a Cristiano Ronaldo on the pitch, you have a Modric who is going to be supplying balls. You have a Marcelo who is going to overlap from his defense, from the wing back, you know, coming through to assist with the midfielders and probably the outcome at the attacking options. You would definitely have the Benzema who will give you the rebounds, and remember Benzema also does the shooting. So if I have Benzema on first, no problem. If he's to go off, I'll still have another big option in Gareth Bale. Gareth
Bale can come and give you the options. Let me, Ruben, Liverpool lineup for you. Your take on that one. The mere fact that Sadio Mane, Firmino, Sadio Mane actually is there, Firmino is there, and Mo Salah. So the best attacking force in European football now is actually up for Liverpool.
No, it can be good against the small teams. I will tell you, Ty, you come up against the Sminos, you can be the best attacking team. But against the Madrid team that has the two central defenders that are going to be the best in Europe, Varane and Sergio Ramos, it's going to be a tough call for them. And then for me, the midfield is going to be key in this game.
Yeah.
We look at Jordan Henderson, Vinadam, as well as James Milner. For me, I think the coach had to bring in Emre Can to come and try and stop the runs of this
in the midfield.
Yeah,
you need him.
Luka Modric, because Madrid can punish you any day if you give them that space. So I believe that Jurgen Klopp has got to employ Catanaccio. Just play 9 men behind the ball. You have the three attackers, Firmino, Salah and Sadio Mane. They are good when they have the ball. What if they lose the ball? What do you do? Because Madrid actually they have Casemiro sitting in front of the back four.
Yes.
Then they have the two attackers. That is Luka Modric as well as Toni Kroos. So if you have three as well there, but how creative are they? How good are they? Because Vinadam is not one of your best midfielders you can have on your team. Similar price to Henderson and as well as James Milner. So for me, the battle is the midfield. Whoever takes the midfield will win the game.
So what you're saying is that Liverpool is undoing right now is not having Emre Can in the lineup.
Of course, yes, because Can will track back, try and protect the back four. Remember you have Robertson at the right back.
Yes.
Then you have Arnold at left back.
Yes.
Those are two weak links.
Yes.
So if Luka attacks one,
you have not talked about Lovren, because many believe that Lovren is also another weak link at the center of the defense for Liverpool Football Club.
In defense, I mean, there are two guys. The VVD has the size and has the aerial prowess. Lovren might play well there, but the two wing backs, Arnold and Robertson, you saw what happened to them when Manchester played against Liverpool at Old Trafford. For me, Rashford turned Robertson in and scored the opener. So what if Karim Benzema, Luka Modric, or even Toni Kroos turns in and then shoots the keeper? Of course, the keeper is not going to be at his best. I'm sure about that. So the defense must be.
Karius is the goalkeeper.
No way.
Karius is the goalkeeper.
You've watched goalkeepers who are good enough. I mean, Edwin van der Sar, Gege Buffon, Oli Khan, Toldo. You can't have Karius in goal unless you're so lucky on a day. So I believe that Liverpool have got to play defense.
You're actually scaring. You're now scaring the Liverpool fans here because even before the game gets underway, you're already telling them that it's done.
It's done.
No, but Otai, look at this.
Yes,
I mean, in as much as yes, he says Karius is not actually.
He's not the top-notch goalkeeper.
He's not the top goalkeeper. But if you look at
Liverpool,
I mean, Real Madrid, how many goals have they conceded this season?
Many goals, but they have the back four that can line up well. I mean, Marcelo, Carvajal, then Varane and Sergio Ramos are good defenders. You can't compare the four defenders with the four at Liverpool. Robertson and Arnold, they're not good enough. They are young. Yes, they have the hope is there. They can be good players in the future, but not now. I mean, then Lovren and VVD, they just have the size, but game reading is zero. But Varane and Sergio Ramos have been there for all the time. They have won 2 consecutive Champions League trophies. They know what it means to be in the final. Robertson and Arnold, they have no idea about the Champions League. They have no idea.
Okay.
So my thinking is the team has got to be wide of how many they're going to concede. They might concede 4, 6, 5.
All right, so basically what we're looking at right now is a Liverpool team that has never played in the UEFA Champions League final. None of the footballers on the current lineup of Liverpool Football Club have tasted the final of Champions League. It's their first final that they're playing. But of course, when you look at Real Madrid, the team is very, very rich in Champions League final appearances. But let's go down and look at the other picture because everybody is talking about players here and there. Let's look at the managers. It's Mr. Jurgen Klopp up against Zinedine Zidane. That is Chelsea, really.
Well, I would actually start with a brief of a glimpse into who Zinedine Zidane is. This is a guy that has won the Champions League as a player.
Yes.
He goes ahead to win it as a manager. It's actually his
twice.
He's opting for the third
Yes.
as a manager. So there is a lot that is actually left on the plate for him.
Yeah.
Remember, there was a lot of controversy concerning whether or not he would stay at at Real Madrid. That is the Bernabeu, but well, all can actually be determined by the outcome of this game. But of course, looking at Jurgen Klopp, you know, we were having a chat with Rita a little earlier on, and we were bringing in the aspect of how he's had bad finals. Actually, five back-to-back finals. The last time he's come out on top was 2012 when he won the German Cup, beating Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich by, I think it was actually 2-1. So it's been a bad run. He's lost 3 finals with Borussia Dortmund, and he's gone ahead to lose 2 finals with Team Liverpool. So it's more of a jinx that is supposed to break on this particular night. But of course, anything is possible, because when you see the way he has actually conducted the team to the final, tells you a lot. In fact, that is why somehow I wanted to come through when Ruben was talking about Karius being bad. But I mean, Karius is the reason Liverpool are at the final. So the way Jurgen Klopp has put together the Liverpool that we see, the Liverpool that we are going to watch tonight, is the reason for which we are seeing what we are seeing. So coach-wise, tactically, Jurgen Klopp is saying everything is possible. I was watching his press conference yesterday. He was saying that everything is possible. They believe in themselves, and this is the best thing they can do. And Zinedine Zidane, definitely hoping he can actually do it because he's done it already. But bottom line, as I actually conclude on this bit of submission, for me, I see Zinedine Zidane might not be having so much zealous to actually take this. Jurgen Klopp, it's all for him to lose because it's everything that he has.
Let me pause a little bit there and bring in Rita Aliguma. Tony says that Zinedine Zidane, maybe he's not in there, but Jurgen Klopp is in there. Domestically, these 2 coaches are doing very badly. And you can say also this Zinedine Zidane domestically is doing very badly, and everybody is on his neck right now for success. If you look at the table log right now in Spain, realize that Madrid not standing very well, and this could be the only trophy that could actually try and redeem Zinedine Zidane. How badly does Zidane need this trophy?
Well, of course, definitely Zidane needs this trophy more than probably maybe. But of course, as well, in as much as yes, you say Zidane needs the trophy, but as well, Jurgen Klopp needs the trophy. If you look at if you look at history in 2012, that is when actually Jurgen Klopp managed to beat
Bayern?
Real Madrid.
Oh, Real,
I think,
yes.
Yeah, I think that time he was the manager for Borussia Dortmund. And I see this probably coming back because in as much as, yes, Liverpool has actually not been doing very well, but at least recently, the backline was actually doing so bad, but at least recently it has actually picked up. It has become stable because of the return of the senior the senior defender. So probably, I actually strongly believe that something can actually be in the favor of Jurgen Klopp this night.
Okay, Jurgen Klopp could be the man in question today, and Rita is there. She's not even changing her mind, even though that is Mpima is trying to actually make her twist the mind, but it's going to be very tight. Mpima, let's come back to you here. On paper, everybody is looking at another gentleman, Cristiano Ronaldo. If he wins this Champions League title today, he'll become the first player in the UEFA Champions League era to win 5 titles.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a very good run for a footballer like Ronaldo.
Yeah, he's been lucky. He's been lucky. 1 at Manchester, and then 4 at Madrid. For me, that is luck. That is luck. But Paul Maldini won 4 at Milan. He actually played 6 finals, lost 2, and won 4. So yes, Ronaldo will make history, but there are players who have made history.
Yeah,
Paul Maldini,
Champions League era. Champions League era.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. But for me, you talked about the hunger bit of it. I
Yeah,
mean, Zidane
yeah.
is not hungry for the trophy.
You're sure?
Yeah, I agree with Kent. I mean, the hunger is not there. Zidane might opt to say, okay, Manchester United want to lose the final, but it's a normal business. You lose it, go back home, do your homework, come back stronger next season. So I strongly believe that maybe the element of the hunger can come in. I'm not hungry. I don't want food. Maybe the trophy is food. So I'm sure Klopp wants the trophy badly because he has lost so many finals.
Yeah.
Can't talk about the German Cup, actually the Pokal, the DFB Pokal. Yes, he won it after beating the Bayern Munich, but that's a small trophy. You can't count on that.
FA Cup.
But Zidane has been a winner everywhere. France 98, 2 headers, World Cup.
Yeah, against
Euro
Brazil.
2000 against Italy, Euro. Then at Hampden Park in Scotland in 2002 against Leverkusen.
Yeah.
Scored that winner.
Yeah.
Roberto Carlos
One of the
Santos.
best goals ever in the
so
final.
then he comes on as a deputy coach under Ancelotti, understudy for Ancelotti, wins it in 2013 against Atletico, wins it twice as a coach. So maybe that experience carries on. Zidane has only lost 1 final. I think it was the World Cup 2006 in Germany when Italy beat France. That's
The
final
madness,
that's
the
lost.
madness,
Yes.
the madness of
If
the
it was
head.
on that pitch,
The
we
madness,
never have lost
the
it.
madness of the head.
So the element of being a winner everywhere, I was going to follow Zidane. That's where my point is. And again, the group has been a failure throughout. How do you employ Robertson if you want a trophy?
No,
Arnold.
Peter, Peter, can I please come in? Can I please?
Please come in.
We were here with Ruben probably a fortnight ago, and we did talk about 2 coaches, of which one had never lost a domestic title, the other had never won a domestic title.
Yeah.
And that's to say, Jose Mourinho
And
and Antonio Conte, respectively. The reverse was proven right.
Conte beating.
Thank you very much. History is meant to be broken.
It can't be broken. Let's
So
talk
what's the
about
history here? Who has the history?
Liverpool has a better statistical, stand. I mean, in Europe, they've actually beaten Real Madrid thrice from the 5 outings
Not
they've
the
met.
Stone Age era.
This brings me back to the topic now. This brings me back to the discussion I want us to go to, and it's the element of pedigree. Everyone is talking about pedigree. But judging from the fact, both teams have good pedigree, by the way, in European competition. But Real Madrid have the better pedigree. They are currently going for the 13th title. Liverpool Football Club, if they win it, they'll be going for the 6th title. Let me bring you here. That is Rita Aliguma. When does pedigree really come through?
Wow, that is actually really very tight. But it is still going to depend on how both teams really play or how they both come up, with the game. It is actually going to be very tight for them. It is, in as much as yes, everyone is talking about that, but still, it is. I mean, it is tricky for both teams at this point.
Very tricky. It's a final. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the semi-final to be played tomorrow. I know it's not good to speak about Ugandan football right now, but there is a semi-final between Vipers and Sports Club Villa tomorrow.
Uganda.
By the way, we actually forgot something when we were beginning this show. Express survived.
Yeah, of course.
We should congratulate.
There you go.
We
there
should
you go.
congratulate
You
him.
can do an Express fan.
But you said about pedigree. I'll give you. But why I don't look into that? Greece in 2004 against Portugal.
Yes.
They beat Portugal
Yes.
in the final.
No, you're going for Senegal up against France.
Yes,
Senegal up
there's no
against
pedigree
France.
there. You go back to the Euros where Germany beat Italy. There was no pedigree there. South Korea against Italy 2002. The one head. Where's the pedigree? Where is pedigree?
So you're saying sometimes pedigree does not come to the question.
FC Porto in the Champions League, they beat Manchester United at Old Trafford. They actually had to take them out. So for me, pedigree here might not count a lot. What counts a lot are the players on the pitch.
Okay.
Robertson against Ronaldo or Benzema, it's going to be disaster. You cannot control a player who has been there all the time. Much as I would love to see him make a mark on his actual final debut, Champions League debut rather, but I don't think Robertson has the experience to take on Benzema, Isco, Luka Modric. I don't think so.
We have live pictures coming through from Kiev. Look at how beautiful this stadium is, and look at the capacity, record capacity that we have in this stadium.
But we have our Nambole here. Nambole be like that.
But even can you actually start comparing Nambole Stadium?
Kiev has a seater capacity of 63,000.
Okay.
So for Ruben, who is comparing Nambole, which has less than that by about 20,000.
No, please,
I'm
let's
not so
not.
sure
Let's
what
not. No, let's not bring Nambole Stadium in this picture, please.
When I become president in 2060, we shall have
which country? For which country? President for which country? FUFA or Uganda's the Republic of Uganda?
Oh, here comes Shevchenko. Here comes Shevchenko. He's basically the ambassador of that is the Champions League.
Super Chevy.
Yes, Super Chevy. He is the ambassador. Now, guys, there's been a little bit of a talk, big talk, most especially about Kiev, the hosting city of this Champions League. People say that Kiev has actually been more of like a hypocrite to them because there are many people that booked hotel rooms and, of course, travel tickets. And just days to the final today, the tickets were doubled. Most people who booked earlier had their tickets actually cancelled. So there's been a little bit, you've been an organizer, Rita. You've organized very many events. What does hosting such a final really mean?
But actually that is so unfortunate. I wouldn't really expect such from an international match. I mean, if you put up a game and probably maybe some people have already booked for their tickets, there is no way you can actually go ahead and probably maybe double or change change the cost of the tickets and probably even cancel those that have already booked the ticket. It is so unfortunate. It is so absurd. I think I wouldn't really expect such to come from an international match.
The mayor of Kiev, one of the greatest boxers to ever live, Klitschko, actually came in and apologized for the mistake that was actually there. And he said that Kiev was welcoming. And this brings me back, Chaze. There's been an element of racism that has actually gone through. When you talk about countries like Russia, countries like Ukraine, there's been an element of racism that has actually been brought up. And you know, it's the English team, an English team traveling to Ukraine, very close to Russia. And politically, England and Russia have not been looking eye to eye.
True. No, but of course, this is football. This is a world of football, and under one of the goals that FIFA goes by, there is the fight, a fight against racism. So that is actually the first thing. We are not going to be surprised if before the game starts we see the banner for fair play as well as fight against racism displayed, because that is one of the major elements. But a little into what you asked Rita a little while ago, there's also the element of about 350 Liverpool fans that got stuck at one of the airports. But good news is, unlike what's coming from Kiev, the Liverpool fans are going to all be refunded. The airport promised to refund all of them because they are now going to be missing out.
Now that's what we are talking about, because these fans booked their tickets long time ago, but towards the final day, planes disappeared. Hotels that were booked were rebooked. It's just like booking a hotel of 10,000, then somebody comes and says, I'm giving 100,000. So you realize guys are making the kill when it comes to this. But again, I asked Rita a question. What does it mean to host such an event? We saw Kampala host the IAF cross country.
But they should have planned ahead of that. I mean, everyone should have had, a little bit of sense to understand that probably if it is such a UEFA Champions League final, definitely they will bring in different people. They will bring in a number of, crowds. There is no way they can actually, I do not agree with what they actually plan to do, and I don't even know, as they are saying that they are going to refund and do whatever. I don't know how that is actually going to be done. Probably maybe it is talk for public relations, and it might actually end up there.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's go to the live pictures and come back with just a few minutes to go. Let's go and enjoy this entertainment, and then we come back in a bit.
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa is entertaining us. Let's go there. Mane vis-a-vis Mohamed Salah. Your take on the Africans. I'll begin with Kate first.
Well, I actually give credit to the two because it so happens that both of them are Muslims first and foremost, and this being Ramadan period, they were actually exempted from fasting this particular day. So I'm looking at guys that have actually been so spiritual, but at the same time so influential. They've held the flag that is the banner of their own countries vis-a-vis the continent Africa. And indeed, if the guys at Sportus Africa tell you they are supporting because of Africans, that is Liverpool Football Club, then surely it's the right kind of goal.
All right, Africans here.
Well, I will actually talk about the charity bit that these players have actually been doing in Africa.
Yeah.
If you look at Mane himself, actually before the game, before going out for this game, do you know he actually gave out about 300 shirts, Liverpool shirts, to his own fans because he remembers very well that some time back he was just sitting somewhere watching.
Like us.
Exactly. In 2005 actually. He was sitting somewhere watching like us. So definitely he had to do that, and to me it was really credit.
Okay, Ruben, before we go to the pictures live, Shevchenko, the great man, bringing the trophy.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
That's cool. That's history. You always know that the winner has actually come up with the trophy. So those on the pitch are going to much motivated. The battle tie. Africans, Abedi 93 in Olympic Marseille. We are Drogba 2012 for Chelsea. Then of course Ben McCarthy 2004 FC Porto. So Africans have been enjoying that kind of win, or that kind of for me, it's a luxury. What should I call it?
Privilege.
I don't know. A privilege, yes. Thank you so very much, Kent. So the Africans have won it. Abedi 93, Ben McCarthy 2004. We have Drogba, and then of course many have won. So Sadio Mane and Salah, they will do it, yes, but it's not history. It's not history.
All right, let's go to the match proper. Without wasting time, let's take you down to Kiev for this final. It's Real Madrid and Liverpool.
Carvajal, like Sergio Ramos, Luka Modric, Karim Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo starting his fourth final in 5 years. Isco is in ahead of Gareth Bale. He'll slot in behind Benzema and Ronaldo.